Okay, I'm going to read Job chapter 41. Let's see. Canst thou draw out Leviathan with an hook, or his tongue with a cord, which thou lettest down? Canst thou put an hook into his nose? What bone his jaw through with a thorn? Will he make many supplications unto thee? Will he speak soft words unto thee? Will he make a covenant with thee? Will thou take him for a servant for ever? Will thou play with him as with a bird, or will thou bind him for the maidens shall the companions make a banquet of him? Shall they part him among the merchants? Canst thou fill his skin with barred irons, or his head with fish spears? Lay thy hand upon him. Remember the battle. Do no more. Behold, the hope of him is in vain. Shall not one be cast down, even at the right of him? None is so fierce that dare stir him up, who then is is able to stand before me, who has prevented me that I should repay him whatsoever is under the whole heaven to mine. I will not conceal his parts, nor his power, nor his comely proportion. Who can discover the face of his garment, or who can come to him with his double bridle? Who can open the doors of his face? His teeth are terrible round about. His scales are his pride, shut up together as with a close seal. One is so near to another that no air can come between them.
What happened to my dinner?
I put it in the refrigerator. They are joined one to another. They stick together that they cannot be surrendered by his nestlings. A light doeth shine, and his eyes are like the eyelids of the morning. Out of his mouth go burning lamps, and sparks of fire leap out of his nostrils. Goeth smoke as an ant of a seething pot or cauldron. His breath kindleth coals, and flame goeth out of his mouth, and his neck remaineth strength, and sorrow is turned into joy before him. The legs of his flesh are joined together, they are firm in themselves, they cannot be moved. His heart is as firm as stone, yes, or yea, as hard as a piece of neither millstone, when he raiseth up himself as mighty or afraid, by reason of breakings, to purify themselves. The sword of him that layeth at him cannot hold the spear, the dart, nor the habergeon. He established iron as straw, and brass as rotten wood. Darrow cannot make him flee. Slings stones are turned with him into stubble. Darts are counted as stubble. Stubble. He laugheth at the shaking of a spear. Sharp stones are under him. He spreadeth sharp pointed things upon the mire. He maketh the deep to boil like a pot. He maketh the sea like a pot of ointment. He maketh a path of to shine after him. One would think of the deep of the hoary upon earth. There is not his like, who is made without fear. He beholdeth all high things. He is a king over all the children of pride. That was Job chapter 41. Now I'm going to read Isaiah 9:6, or chapter 9. I'm going to work my way down to nevertheless the dimness shall not be such as was in her vexation, when at first he lightly afflicted the land of Zebulun and the land of Nephtali, and afterward did more grievously afflict her by the way of the sea beyond Jordan and Galilee of the nations. The people that walketh in darkness have seen a great light. They that dwell in the land of the shadow of death, upon thou hast the light shined. Thou hast multiplied the nation and not increased the joy. They joy before thee according to thy joy in the harvest, and so men rejoice when they divide the spoils. For thou hast broken the yoke of his burden, and that staff of his shoulder, the rod of his oppressor, as in the day of Midian. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. For unto us a child is born, for unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder, and his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, the Mighty God, the Everlasting Father, the Prince of Peace. Of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end, upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth, even for ever. The zeal of the Lord of hosts will perform this. The Lord sent a word into Jacob, and it had lightened upon Israel. And all the people shall know, even Ephraim and the inhabitant of Samaria, that say in the pride and stoutness of heart, the bricks are fallen down, but we will build with hewn stones. The sycamores are cut down, but we will change them into cedars. Therefore the Lord shall set up the adversaries of reason against him, and join his enemies together. The Syrians before, and the Philistines behind, and they shall devour Israel with open mouth. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. For the people turneth not unto him that smiteth them, neither do they seek the Lord of hosts. Therefore the Lord will cut off from Israel's head and tail, branch and rush in one day. The ancient and honorable, he is the head and the prophet of that teacheth lies, but he is tall. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. Therefore the Lord shall have no joy in their young men, neither shall have mercy on their fatherless and widows. For everyone is a hypocrite and an evildoer, and every mouth speaketh folly. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. For wickedness burneth as the fire, it shall devour the briars and thorns, and shall kindle in the thickets of the forest, and they shall mount up like the lifting of smoke. Through the wrath of the Lord of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother, and he shall snatch on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall every man the flesh of his own arm. They shall eat every man the flesh of his own arm. Manasseh, Ephraim, Manasseh, and they together shall be against Judah. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. That was Isaiah chapter 9. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day and a great evening. That was Job chapter 41 and Isaiah 9. I will read more tomorrow. Everybody have a blessed day, a wonderful day. May the Lord be with you all. Thank you, and have a wonderful, awesome night, and God bless.